Alrighty, y'all, what's going on today? So today I'm going to be talking to you about the SM303 burger grill slash panini maker. This thing is super cool. Basically, I am a big advocate of paninis. I love paninis, and pretty much more than any other kind of sandwich, I would have to say. And wanted to be able to make like legitimate paninis at home. Actually, back in the day, I used to go to this Italian restaurant a lot, and they had a couple of these ZZ machines in the back, and they used to, I used to talk to the chefs, and they would always make them on, these grills, and they were so good. And so I figured, hey, why not, follow their lead and get one and do kind of a similar thing with it. So it's exactly what I did, and I have to say, like, it's, it makes great paninis. And yeah, I'll kind of walk through what I love so much about it. I've also made steak on this at one point, just as a side note, and it also worked really well. I mean, it's essentially a miniature grill, so you can use, really anything you want on it, or grill anything you want. Veggies, meats, etc. Pancakes you can make on this thing. The surface on this is nonstick. I just actually got done making some stuff too long ago, so as you can see, there's little crumbs in there. I'll talk about this later because this is one thing that's a little bit annoying about this, but this thing is nonstick. All these grills are nonstick, so it makes, getting like sticky messes or things out there easier. So if you're making paninis that have like cheese or butter or oil on the outsides, then it makes things a little bit easier to clean because it doesn't stick. So, you're not gonna have a lot of residue and stuff on there. It is scratch resistant too. So, you can use like metal spatulas, forks, knives, whatever on this thing. And you don't have to worry about it getting cut up or looking like just super janky or whatever. It stays in pretty good condition. And it's just a really great quality overall, I'd have to say. Especially, for something that was not very expensive too. There's a small light on the top, and this will tell you, first of all, when it's on. So watch out for that because it does get hot. And then you have the green one, which tells you when your panini is actually ready. Now, I typically give it a bit more time to actually finish because this ready thing, I don't know if it's on like an automatic control. It doesn't really always know when it's ready, and it's really dependent on the person. I mean, you could like your, sandwiches a lot more toasted than the ZZ thought you might have. So, it's really comes down to preference. The hinge at the back is a floating hinge. And so you're able to, as you can see, watch, I can flatten it out really up to almost about any height. So if you're making huge stacks, like big paninis, big burgers that are really stacked up high, you can still do it and get a flat style press, which is another thing that's really great about that. I've made some pretty thick paninis, and it's always, really good to go. The actual unit's made with a stainless steel, so, a little bit easier to clean. Although it does get very hot, so do be wary of that when you're using it. Never touch the top when it's on. I've made that mistake before, and it does hurt. Cool thing is you do get the protective rubber handle as well, so it's not, really this is all you need to touch. As well as the knob right here. This essentially just turns up the heat and turns down the heat. It's very simple, very user-friendly. I usually just leave it kind of in the middle. Max heat, I feel like, just gets your breads too hot. The crusts, I guess the outsides of your meals too hot first. So you just, do it slow, and it cooks it all the way through nicely. It's kind of the best thing I could say. Feet on the bottom are nice. They are made of rubber, and they are totally non-slip, which is great. So you can keep this thing on your countertop, and it's not going to fly around or fall anywhere. I also really dig the locking clip that's right here. It's a great thing. Essentially, see. It locks up your panini maker so you can carry it around from the handle. You also have on the bottom right here this little cord holder, which is nice. So when you're actually storing it away, all you gotta do is wrap your cord around the outside. Blah, store it up. And then you also have this little food tray that is right down here. This is going to mostly collect all the crumbs and extra things that fall out during this process of making your sandwich. Now, what I was going to talk about earlier is that the one thing that I would say I really don't like about this, and honestly didn't realize before I got it was that these trays don't come out. So getting crumbs and stuff like this off can be much harder, really to a point where it just makes it a burden to clean. So, I would recommend, finding maybe like a brush or something like that where you can brush it out or brush it to this hole, essentially where all the crumbs are collected. Because you can't take these off and put them in the sink, which is, kind of the annoying thing. So, that's one small thing, but yeah, other than that, it's a great panini maker. I would highly recommend it to anyone looking for one that's quality and also not too expensive. This is the SM303 Burger Grill Panini maker, and yeah, check it out. Alrighty guys, take it easy.